a good marriage should normally produce good parenting because the two people are working in sync, the husband and the wife. They are in alignment or in agreement about how are we bringing up our children.
Hello, guys. You are welcome to another episode of Mirrors. And today we have an amazing guest and an amazing topic. So, last week, right, we dealt with the men, we talk about fatherhood, present, absent fathers. And today we're talking about motherhood, talking about submissive women. Are they submissive? Or they've been silenced? I don't know what to do about them. So, today we have been as my guest, Mrs. Charity Annie. She's an amazing woman, trust me. Amazing in looks and in the way she thinks. And she's equally pursuing her PhD. I know. Clock it, clock it, clock it. She's currently pursuing her PhD and she'll soon have her doctor, her PhD in the bag pretty soon. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Chioma. So good to be here.
Yeah, so good to see you.
See you after 100 years.
Yes.
Great
Yes,
to
this looks so
reconnect.
good. When I saw you, I was like, no.
Yes.
You could literally say, you're not married, and you will
Hello.
just pass for it.
After 3-year-old mother.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
We
You
thank
look,
God for
yeah,
his
you look
mercies.
you
Yeah,
look
thank you.
refurbished. And I love when we were talking and then you said, oh, you're reading this book for school. I was like,
Hello.
come again.
Hello.
Come again.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much amazing. So my question right now is, how did you just sit down and say, let's just go to school, let's go back to school?
Yeah.
Because nobody does that. I've had my BSc.
People actually
I don't want to do that.
People actually do that. Anyway, it's always been, I have always wanted to to go as far as I can, as I possibly can, education wise. I think 2 years ago I was given a honorary doctorate award
Oh.
by Bible school. And when I said I'm a doctor, they call me Dr. Charity, Dr. Charity. Somebody now one day told me, say, doctor, which, I said it's just a honorary award. And because of what I had done with the Bible school and all of that. And was that I said, we are going back to school. We are going to do this and we are going to get that. So it's it's amazing and is what I've always wanted to do. I've always loved the academy and here we are.
This is
Still
amazing.
pursuing it.
Right.
We are pursuing
I'm
it.
so shocked. I'm so shocked.
We are grabbing it with both hands.
Like saying a Nigerian lotto.
Yeah, so grab them.
Okay, so as a mother and a wife, right?
Yes.
Marriage and relationship counselor. You see these things?
Businesswoman.
Yes, and a businesswoman.
Everything.
These things, right? I've just listed their roles.
Yeah.
So how have you been able? So a lot of women just stay in that mother and wife. They are not able to move. You are equally principal consultant for Transformed Minds.
Yeah.
So they are not able to move.
Transformation
tribe.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Some are not able to move from wife and mother to a principal consultant of a firm, businesses, a counselor, because these are active
Very
roles
active
that
roles, yeah.
are demanding
Yeah.
of you, who your essence and your timing. So my question is coming from a dimension rather of being a wife, mother, and then being your individual self.
Yes.
How have you been able to separate from that
Yeah.
and say, okay, you know what, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, but I still
much
am
more.
yes.
All right. I think it's just a presence of mind and a deep-seated understanding that you are beyond just a particular role.
Oh.
You are. I have. Maybe I don't know whether it's from upbringing or it's just me. I have always believed that I could be more. I am actually more than whatever I am part time. And one thing I've learned to do in the seasons of my life is to embrace every season. Do as much as those things that are in my mind that I want to do in those seasons. The ones I can't do, There was a season I was just breast. It was just breast and milk and children, and I was like, what am I doing with my life? But it was a season, and it's all gone. My eldest son is 30. My baby is 25. So it was a season. That season, but these are another season. So for everything a woman wants to do, if you believe you can do it, it is the belief that I am just a wife, it is the belief that I'm just a mother, end of story. No, 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 I do not believe that. I tell people I'm in my 50s. I tell people, okay, catch me when I'm in my 70s, the heels are still the same height, you understand? So clock it, girl.
Clock it.
So it is what you believe you are, and believing you have the capacity to be more. You are expandable. A woman is like a rubber band. You have the capacity, but it is knowing, being self-aware that I have the capacity, I can do it. But there are these limiting beliefs, mindset. No, just be a good mother, just be a good wife. Your children will rise and call you blessed. As how.
Hmm.
Hello, there's more to you. There's more to you. You can be anything. You can do anything.
But a lot of women have not left that because I was,
Yeah.
we are talking and I was like, there's this culture of silence
Yeah.
that has been passed over
Over.
over and over. And a lot of women, sorry, let me just say in your generation, let me use that word, are just flatline. Wife and mother. Ah, yes, and they're very, and you
Yeah.
see them, they, so that was why in my intro I said, are they being submissive or have they been silenced?
Both. Both. And it's a very thin line between the two. I love your words, submissive and silence, because when you don't understand what submission means, you think submission means be silent. So you could end up silencing yourself. It's not an external thing silencing you. Oh yes, your husband could silence you. um the face of nurturing children, sacrificing for them, could also silence you, but you can also silence yourself. So it is for the woman to understand that submission does not mean you are less. Submission does not mean you're a doormat. Submission does not mean you are not intelligent. Submission is just order
Hmm.
in God's eyes. ORDER. Submission is hierarchy. God wants to know the man is in front, babe, you are behind. Everybody has their role. Play your role. Submission is seeing what he does not see, picking up the gray areas that he's not seeing. But don't allow yourself to be silenced. Don't allow yourself. Yes, my generation, because we were brought up by mothers, we saw very, very, I don't want to use the wrong word. We saw very quiet mothers, mothers who were just mothers. I don't know any other thing my mother was than my mother.
Yes.
I don't know. She did petty trading business in the house, but like I could, in my mind, my mother is nothing else than my mother. So that's what we grew up with. So for my generation, we began to come into a place of understanding that, look, beyond being a mother, beyond being a wife, you could be more. And just embrace it. Do what you can do. Stretch yourself. Just a little bit more. Stretch
Do you
yourself.
think we are now taking it to the extreme? Because
Yes, don't let us enter your people. Oh. don't let's go to the
no, we should
millennials
enter.
and
We
then
should
this
enter because
this Gen Z. Oh my goodness.
no, we have to enter because
Mm,
you see, just like you said,
yeah.
I only know mommy as mommy.
Yes, and that's that.
Just
And
that.
daddy's wife.
Exactly. So that's just that.
Yeah.
So we now said, okay,
We are doing more than that.
we want to be more than that. But I feel like, you
No,
know, because there are a lot of people that don't want to be mothers, they don't want to be wives.
yeah, so
You get
that's
because
the extreme of your generation. My daughter is 27. She's married. And she asks me some questions, and I'm like, this is something you suppose know now. But this girl is not thinking that. She's thinking career. She's thinking that, yeah, I'll be a mother, I'll be a wife, all of that. So it is to create that balance, that there is a natural order of who a woman should be. A woman is a nurturer. It is our God-given role. Now, in doing that, definitely along the line we are going to sacrifice some things. There are careers we want to go into, we may have to sacrifice because we want to bring up those children. So being able to balance it for your generation is to understand that I can be a mother and still be dad.
But you people are not understanding us. You people are not helping us to
Hey,
balance.
Oluwa.
Yes, because you people will come out and say, hey, when are you getting married? When you know that the
This marriage
economic
is
the
a is a prison.
yes, and then the
No,
economic
no, I think
phase is in this country
it's
now
not the same.
is not the
Yeah, it's
same.
not.
Okay, so I was saying that your generation, they are not helping matters. They don't want to do balance for us. We are coming from a lot.
Yeah.
Please, millennials, if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about. We are coming from a lot,
Mm.
but there's no balance because from one side, mom is saying, "When are you getting
When
married?"
I
And I'm
get,
like, does this woman not know? Meh,
I'm
we
building
have we
career.
have in a career, we have to work on it, and it's not easy. And the men are saying, there's no money. So everything has
I
changed.
think what's happening to your generation is that you guys are scared. Yes, you are so scared. And you don't know you are scared. You are just afraid because you are thinking you are seeing your mother in yourself in the future. You are seeing your silent mother. You are seeing your mother who was her life was all about her husband. So you are like, I'm not doing this. So, but I think you need to understand that we also understand that times have changed. When I was growing up, I go to school, I come back, my mother is at home. My mother was a full-time housewife. I don't think that's a thing anymore.
No.
There's nothing like that. So times have changed, your generation has changed. You are becoming more open-minded. Your generation, the generation of our mothers, married people from their village.
Mm.
Your generation is a global generation. You can marry a white person, you can marry somebody from another tribe. Even when I was going to get married, I'm an Igbo. I was to marry my husband is from Enugu, I'm from Abia. But I can promise you it was hell, it was war.
Oh.
Because as far as my parents were concerned, Enugu
Abroad.
was abroad. So, but today, you see a Yoruba girl marry an Igbo guy, and that's that open globalization now is making the mixture of cultures, okay? You are able now to understand that, look, times have changed, economy has changed, everything has changed. So it can't be the way our mothers were. You are working, okay, before a man will go to work, the wife will be at home. And they'll tell you when he's coming back, dress well, smell well.
Mhm.
But today, two of you are coming back together. Do you understand? So
Yes.
we understand times have changed. So the balance is with you, your generation, to understand that, look, you can still be a mother, you can outsource some things in the house, get somebody to help you with some things, still do your career, and still balance it up. It's all possible. It's the ability to know how to do it and who to help you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
She has won me. I be 1-0, 1-0.
1-0, 2-0. 2-0.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I wanted to ask about parenting, right? So
Yes. Yeah.
does a bad marriage affect parenting style?
Oh, yes. Yes. I tell people, my community, I tell them something. I say, look, people say, why are you always talking marriage? Why are you always talking relationship? Why are you always talking about marriage? There are no other things in life. And I tell people, I say, look, your marriage affects everything about you.
Hmm.
Your relationship affects your work capacity. If you are angry from home, you will take it to the office.
Yes.
Everybody's going to get a bit of it. You are going to give off that energy. So if you are happy at home, it's going to show in what you do. So a good marriage should normally produce good parenting because the two people are working in sync, the husband and the wife. They are in alignment or in agreement about how are we bringing up our children. What are we going, even if we don't sit down and have a conference about it,
Mm-hmm.
but we just know as we keep moving in their different phases of life, we just know what to do and we agree on it. But where there is a bad marriage and the man and the woman are not having it right with themselves, then it will flow. It will flow. What good water does not come from bad source.
Mm.
Okay, so it will definitely show. The children will notice that our parents are not even in sync. So the house will definitely come down. It will affect the parenting style. Definitely, it will. because you cannot give what you don't have. And God's pattern is your children are watching you. You are a model for them. They are watching you. I've been married for 32 years.
Oh.
And I know my children are watching. I know Chioma is married now, my daughter. And she is practically like, I see her, I say mini me.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's what she knows growing up. You understand? So
yes. So you mentioned two things that I
Yeah.
want to talk about. You said when you and your husband, when the husband and wife is in sync,
yeah.
I just remember that people co-parent nowadays.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So from a divorce, and maybe the
Yes,
best,
yes, yes,
yeah. So
yes,
now
yes.
people co-parent. Do you think that it equally
You
affects
see,
the
it's all
child?
there. Permit me to say, children who come from a divorced home most likely will have that tendency to believe that, look, I can walk out of my own relationship. So you are having like a pattern thing. But it is for them to decide that, look, what I saw growing up, I will not allow it up. Not that the parents can't bring up those children, but definitely there will be flaws. There will be things that there will be lessons that could have gone faster to those children, but won't exactly, because the children are still between, am I on daddy's side or am I on mommy's side? That's already messing them up. You understand? So
Yes.
definitely they won't have that rich total upbringing that they would have had if their parents were together and doing well.
But we have homes that are existing with violence.
Yes.
A lot of domestic violence, verbal abuse.
Yes, yeah.
And there are children inside these homes.
So whether you are together doing the abuse or you are separated, the important thing is there is something wrong at the source.
So it has to be corrected.
So start from there. If that couple can get it right, every other thing will naturally fall in place. Two cannot work together except they be in agreement. So if a couple can try and work together and make their marriage work, believe me when I tell you, they would most like, there are parents like you talk about dysfunctional homes, homes where
Yes.
there is abuse. Now the boy in that home is seeing his father beat his mother. He's doing something to him. He will get married and he will think it's okay to do that. So it takes for him to unlearn what he has seen over the years and now know that, no, it's not right. My father did not do well. I have to learn the right thing to do, how to treat a woman.
You just said unlearn.
Yeah,
In your
yeah.
line of job,
Yeah.
have you seen a lot of parents, I'm talking from your generation, coming to unlearn?
It's difficult. They find it difficult too because they are set in their ways.
Yes.
But those who want, because you are seeing the result of your whatever, you can't keep doing something the same way and expect a different result. That's the definition of madness. So I think a lot of my generation are beginning to understand that, look, there were things we thought was right because that's what we know. You can't give what you don't have. You can't teach what you have not learned. So I think we are beginning to come to that point where we understand that, look, it's no longer the way it was in our time. Times have changed. People are changing. Economy is not the same way. So you must give your children grace. They don't have to be a replica of you. They don't have to be your photocopy. My daughter works, her husband works. They are coming in and it be not even being in, it's not like in Nigeria where you have people helping and all of that. She's coming from her shift, her husband is coming from her shift, he's going, everybody is on the road. So their dynamics is different from me and my husband. You understand? Because we are here, what we do, I work, I do business.
Yeah.
He's a legal practitioner. He goes to court. So we are able to understand that things have changed. So also give these children grace to be who they are and, develop themselves.
You're just like I told you earlier. You're just a select few of your generation that think like this.
Tell me what I don't know.
I'm serious, because this is not what this is not the word on the street.
But I'm surprised you think that
Because they are not a
I
lot.
have friends, we talk.
Maybe it's your circle.
We have okay.
It's your circle.
Okay.
Birds of the same
I'll
feathers
give you
flock
that.
together. It's
I'll
your
give you that,
circle,
yeah.
but it is not majority. It is not
Okay.
word on the street, because word on the street is still sorry, forgive me, people that are struggling to survive.
Mm.
So that they're still stuck in survival mode.
Yeah.
So their children are stuck in fight or flight mode.
It's
Yes,
crazy.
because
It's crazy, yeah.
because nobody is unlearning anything. So we
Anything.
just came there.
Everybody is stuck in their ways. We must
Exactly.
keep doing it the
They
same
just saw
way.
a map and they're following that map.
Mm-mm.
Nobody to teach them this is this, that is
Mm-mm.
that.
Mm-mm.
And then, just like we equally said earlier, we talked a lot earlier.
Yeah.
So rebels, if you now have a different way of thinking, you now become a rebel.
Yeah.
You are not a
Once you are not
disgrace.
talking it in the way they have always known it, you're a rebel. But I want to believe that a lot in my generation are big. There's a shift, definitely. Because they are not getting the results they want by sticking to those things they have always believed in. And they are seeing the rebellion in their children to them because of that set mindset. And because of that, they are forced to change.
So how they are forced to
They have to
change.
be forced to them.
They are
They
forced to
are forced to
change.
change. They
Some
have
people,
to.
some people, oh, this is
They are forced to
they are.
change.
It's
They
not.
have to. They just have to, because it won't work. Nothing will work. They will keep being at loggerheads with, like, I tell people, if you check my page, I'm always, there was something I put up. I had a lot of comments on it. I say, Madam, if your son gets married, lose him and let him go. He's a
Yes, I saw
married
that.
man. Allow him go. A lot of mothers came for me. And they were like, no, he's my son. I say, hello, he's not your son anymore. He's somebody's husband.
Mm.
Allow him to marry his wife. You have your own husband. Stay in your husband's house. Let this guy, let him make his mistakes. Let him learn from them. My daughter's husband would call me to ask me, ma, what do I do? What do I do? Because he knows I don't interfere in their marriage. I don't tell my daughter this is how you must be. So he trusts my judgment that I'll tell him the right thing. And if there's anything to correct my daughter, I will do it dispassionately. I don't care that you're my daughter. I'll tell you, madam, you went down this one. You didn't try. So God help us.
Amen. This conversation needs to be had again about in-laws.
Yeah, no,
Because
don't let us go there. Oh. Don't let us shake that table.
we need to have this convo, because a lot of
Yeah,
no, this
there's
table,
a lot.
the leg of this table is
It's
shaking.
shaking. We
It's
need
shaking.
we need carpenters.
I will destroy it. I'm gonna destroy it.
It's all right.
And talking about women and children, obviously,
Yeah.
that have been silenced. How do they emancipate on that? Because the book that maybe we have stolen this perspective
Yeah,
from,
perspective, yeah.
she suffered abuse and ultimately killed
Yeah,
her
killed her
husband
husband,
via
yeah.
poisoning.
Yeah.
So a lot of
A
women do
lot of,
not
yeah.
poison outrightly, but they
Mm,
poison, if you
yeah,
understand what I'm trying
yeah,
to say.
yeah.
So how do they not, how do we ensure that they do not get to that point?
Point. So it will have to do with awareness for the men.
Hmm.
A lot of women are suffering in silence. I was counseling a woman and she told me, say, Ma, I'm just a robot in my house. Like I'm just there. I'm not feeling it's my home, but I'm not feeling it because my husband has made sure that that house is about him. I don't even know who I am anymore. I was just looking at her like this. Say, I don't know who I am because he makes the decisions about everything. He decides what is to be eaten. He decides what we wear. He decides where we go. He decides the children's schools, where they go to. I don't get to make like any suggestion.
No contribution.
So I'm just there. So, and I told her, I said, because you did not know who you were, then you came to him and he gave you a definition of you
Mm.
and put you in that mold and you can't break out of it. So until you say, this is who I am, I have a voice. I must use my voice. So for every woman, self-discovery is very important.
Mm.
Understand who you are. And understand, for those of you or anybody listening that is single, that's why I tell you relationship or love before marriage is emotional. After marriage is going to be intentional. But you need to bring that intentionality before making a choice. Sir, ma, we do not marry potentials anymore. When we were growing up, we were told, as long as he's looking like he's going somewhere, just marry him. You will grow together, you work together. Today, I want to see your patterns. I want to see who you are. I want to see that I'm getting into a lifelong relationship with you and I'm not going to be trapped. And I'm not going to be silenced. And I'm still going to be me. Yes, I'm going to submit, but I still want to be Charity. I still want to have a voice. I still want to be able to do the things I want to do and not lose my identity, but we are still one. It's a very tricky thing. But that's
Individuality is
yeah, so
amazing.
that's why every lady must be aware before you get into any relationship. Marriage is not a sprint. It's not 100-meter dash. It is a marathon.
Hmm.
It is a marathon. A sprint, you just need speed. Boom. But marathon, you need endurance, you need temperance, you need to understand when to run and when to slow down. So if you check all of those before getting married, you'll be able to know that I can do life with this guy. You will see the signs, the red flags are there. All right. So, but for those who are already married and their voices are they have been silenced, like Beatrice in
Purple hibiscus.
Purple Hibiscus. This was a woman who, even in the opening of that book, when the husband threw the stuff, she didn't say anything.
She was just
She
silent.
just said, I started packing it. Like, how? Why do you do that? You understand? So a lot of women married to this kind of men who you need to keep walking on eggshells around them.
Horrible.
You can't talk, you can't so resentment begins to build
Up.
over the years, and you'll be sure. I've seen a couple who the husband has stroke now and the woman is showing the man pay. Because when he was strong, he finished her life. So now he's at her mercy. You need to say the way she treats him, he can't bathe himself, can't do anything. So the resentment of the years is there now. So for every woman, discover yourself, speak up when you need to speak up, talk to somebody when you need to talk to somebody, get into a community of women who can help you. Community is currency now. It's very important. You can't do it alone. Talk to people. You just might hear something or meet someone who would help you know what to do and get out of that rut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved it. As we round off, you said something uh, that the husband is now at the mercy of the wife with that
Now,
story,
yeah.
right? And so resentment just so. My question is, when he said that, what came to my mind is it too late for parents and their children to meet, to have a meeting point? Because you see in the book, right, Jaja had gone past that meeting point with his father.
Yeah.
So is it too late? Because there's this pandemic online where men, just like he said, are now getting lonelier in their old
Yes,
age.
in their old age.
So
yes,
is it too late? Because a lot of people, and we're speaking for the millennials, right? It is hard because of the way the parenting style we came from.
Yeah.
It is harder
To meet your parents
to
midway.
meet yes, to meet them midway. And then when they're getting old, it now looks like we left them, but we didn't leave them. It's just because we do not have a relationship with them.
You see, there's nothing that is impossible. Anything is possible if the parties involved are willing to take the steps that needs to be taken. There's nothing that cannot happen. Parents can come to the point that, see, my relationship with my child is not working. We are not connected in any way. Are there things we need to tweak? Are there things we need to change? Children should also be willing to. When I was growing up, I didn't like my mother. Hello? I felt my mother was too strict. And my dad was her exact opposite. My dad was playful. My dad was a jolly man. So we always saw my mother as the dear me, as the tyrant, and as that. But when I became a parent, in parenting my children, I began to appreciate the things my mother did, because there were things she did that if she didn't do, I wouldn't have turned out the
The way
way.
you did.
So it is also for children to give their parents some grace and understand that they are doing within what they know. But parents should also understand that this child is not you. Some mothers are correcting their children with the mindset of, she's going to turn out like me. So they are flogging that child. They are not flogging that child. They are
They're flogging
flogging themselves.
themselves.
So the ability to know that, look, this child has her journey. Okay? Yes, I messed up. I made mistakes. But my child will necessarily not make my mistakes. That's why I'm here to correct. So in that correction, they can sometimes overdo it.
Yes.
Just see their mind. So the meeting point will be each other giving each other grace, each other understanding the motive. The parents, whatever they are doing is, how can I just help you make your life better? But they also need to understand that they can't play God in your life. The children should also be able to understand that my mother is just, by the time you become a mother, you will, even my daughter, Chioma, she's my only girl. We are not as close as we are now. Like, this girl can talk to me 10 million times a day now. But before, Chioma is ready to be flying and she won't even talk to me. But now she understands. She's like, come on, I love you. I said, it's now you love me. Now you love me. So
Oh my God.
It's just that understanding.
I know, but it's hard
It's
because
hard.
it's not as a
Nothing
millennial,
good.
it is not our responsibility.
No,
Parenting is not our responsibility as your children.
Do you know right now you pass as a parent of your parents? Do you know that? No. My mom, she just passed some months ago. But she's lived with me for almost 2 years before she passed on. At a point, I felt, Madam, you are my child. You are my child now. I went back to the mother when I was a child. My mother, hey, she opens gates. The sound of her gate opening is different from
Everybody.
my father was afraid of her. So for her to be this, from being Lord of the Jungle to this quiet woman, now I'm the one murdering her. So you find out that the roles will switch at some point. Just be patient.
It's
Just be patient.
I know I'm speaking for a lot of millennials.
Yeah, I know.
That came from dysfunctional homes. It is a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot because we have to
Especially
heal
from dysfunctional homes.
Yes, because we have to heal.
You are broken.
We have to heal.
Yeah.
Then come back and help you
heal.
That is not even understanding or does not understand. So it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of work.
I remember even growing up, there were concerns I had. And I know you don't talk to my mother. Who are you? So I wrote a letter. I wrote them. I put my heart into that letter. Full scap sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put, and I walked into their room. She and my dad. My dad was sitting on the bed. She was sitting on a chair. I gave my mother just. Pour the letter. It's me you are writing letter for. So in her mind, how dare that my mode of that communication of writing to her was an insult. Understanding.
So, guys, I don't know if you've followed this conversation, but we have laughed, we have argued, and we have given facts, and we've been emotional.
Yeah.
So, watch this, watch the previous episode, and then give me something in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So to our mothers out there, single mothers, and other, kinds of mothers alike, do not die in silence. Like she has said, come out, speak to people, join communities, find people that understand you, people that you can talk to.
Build your economy.
Very important. You understand? Get out there and don't die in silence. Submissiveness is not silence.
No, it's not.
Should I repeat it? Submissiveness is not silence. So please get out of your comfort zone and find your individuality. If you're a man and you have listened to this, please go and sin no more. God bless you. And as a child, like I was saying, it's hard to parent your parents. It's hard to try to take on responsibility that they should have taken. That was their rightful place. Are you angry? Me, I'm pissed. I'm very pissed more than you are, but
you must give them grace.
Yes, we have to give them grace and try as much as possible to meet them way. Thank you so much for coming on this journey, this episode with me. We have another amazing episode for you. Go and check the previous ones. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me, and leave amazing comments. Leave topics that you want me and you to talk about. My name remains Chioma Obabuko, and this is Mirrors for Romy Royal Media.